On prospecting, what is it? It's the continuous search of clients, people to sell to. People have problems, they don't know how to solve them, and guess what? You have the product, you have that service to mitigate those problems. If there's one thing I've learned in sales is that people are willing to pay a dear price if their life is easier, if they don't have things to worry about. Even easier is to look for problems within our existing accounts that we can dissolve completely with our existing solutions. This is what prospecting is. And as lucrative as it sounds, it's not that popular. You see, according to spin selling, what I read was that most SDRs, salespeople, they're obsessed. They keep looking at closing techniques, how to close the deal. And I can see why. I mean, you can go to YouTube, look at Grant Cardone, Glengarry Glen Ross, how they conduct a negotiation, how they close that deal. You can feel the tension, the adrenaline, right? You either walk away with a sale or you walk away empty pocket. You feel that moment when they sign on the dotted line. That is what closing is. And although prospecting is not as glamorous, it's not seen as glamorous as closing a deal, we still got to learn it. It's not going to be as cute as creating a presentation, right? A picture here and there. That looks cute, that looks nice. But no, let's go back to the basics and learn about prospecting. We need to improve and get better on this. The more we practice it, we start developing this eagle eye, like a sharpshooter. You look at a target, you aim and you shoot. That shot becomes a sale. This is gonna save us time if we know where to look at. If we know where to look at, we're saving time. And you see, we can always lose money. Money can be regenerated. But if we lose time, time is limited. We're never gonna get that time back. So the more prospecting we do, the more efficient our time management becomes. We're gonna be left with days, weeks, or even more if we learn how to prospect efficiently. Whatever you do after that time limit, you can go do more sales or do some personal development. It's up to you because you've already covered your benchmarks with prospecting. And let's look at an example. I know this what is it called? FreshTeam, FreshSales, this multi-purpose business suite. You can pay monthly, you can pay yearly to use their services. And one of their functions, one of their suites, it's an HR system. You see, looking for people to conduct interviews for you is not hard. The hard part, if someone does not have a proprietary software, is filters. You want to look at people that live within your district, maybe people that have 1 or 2 years of experience, people that meet certain tags, certain keywords, and get rid of the rest of the resumes. You want to send and receive tests, and you don't want to be manually grading them. I mean, what are you talking about? It's 2020. You want to use a system. So with FreshTeam, you're able to do this, and many more things. It saves us a lot of time. As a B2B salesman, we were able to find this client. We identified their need. And with our expertise, we explained how FreshTeam can integrate to their value chain and help them with recruiting. Prospecting is going to affect our whole sales funnel. You see, if you start asking strangers to join the sales funnel, they may or may not go in, but that's too many people. That increases our numerator, right? If there's a lot of people that come in, but only a few of them are closing, you're wasting time. So now we can keep track. We can keep track of who is really being efficient, who can do this on time and meet or exceed the benchmarks. Praising. We want to praise in B2B or even in B2C, we want to praise everyone. If they own a business, we got to go to their website and find out what they've done, the awards they've received, the processes they're implementing. And whenever you connect that meeting, during that first contact, mention them their Lean Six Sigma implementation, mention how they were able to cover 1,000 sites instead of 100. Mention how good they are. If you do this, they're gonna love you because they're gonna think, how is it possible? This guy just walked into my office. He knows more than some of my employees. And how is that even possible? So by showing interest before asking for their money, you're already miles ahead of the competition. By pre-screening our prospects, we know the kind of people, the kind of leaders we're dealing with. So the objections are no longer randomized. There's only so many objections a leader in certain industry for this product can give us. Whereas if we start asking everyone, there's going to be an infinity of objections. And you don't want this because you cannot really prepare for everything in this life. So by choosing the right prospect, we cut more than half those objections, and we can write a script on what we're going to answer to those questions. And if we are going to prospect, we know who we're doing it with. So we can customize our solutions to their industry, to their business. So how can we customize a solution? Let's say you work for Rackspace down there in San Antonio. You're selling cloud hosting on demand. So a user only pays for what they need. You went to the LinkedIn profile of this business. You find out how many employees they have, their operating hours, their computing resources. You estimate all this. Later on, when you walk to the office with this client, you mention it. Hey, I know your employees are only working 40 hours a week, maybe 50 hours a week. I know you don't have 1,000 employees, you have 500. Well, it's okay because we can offer you this, and you only pay as you go. You only pay for the use of our computing resources. So hey, that's great. That's exactly what I need because you are covering his or her business. Other examples of customizing solutions. Let's say you're a Caterpillar sales rep. You walk around this construction site. You estimate their progress, how long it's going to take them. You know they're taking too long at this rate. So you walk in. You walk in, talk to their manager, and you show them, hey, guess what? I have this bulldozer. I have this jackhammer. It's going to make you finish this week, next month at most, right? Oh, I'm not in construction business, so don't quote me on this. The fact is that if you're into Caterpillar products, and this is a customer product that they needed. Let's talk about the mindset. Let's go to the fundamentals. Glengarry Glen Ross, ABC. Always be closing. No matter the situation, everywhere. All right, let's wrap it up. I was going to talk about the mental framework and sourcing prospects, but we're running out of time, so in the meanwhile, check out my affiliate link below. If you want to take your salesmanship to the next level, try FreshSales for free right now. Now, some of you may not be in sales. However, you are headhunters, recruiters. There's FreshTeam as well linked. So try them out. And remember, keep hustling, selling. Because if you're not selling, guess what? Someone else is. So like this video and subscribe. I'll see you next time.